Three, two, one, action! Monica Corrado here, the Gap Chef. It is now. What time is it? It is now late. Anyway, Monica Corrado here, the Gap's Chef. It is the 20th of August. Happy birthday to my favorite great nephew. 20th of August, here we are. I thought today we would talk a little bit about fish oil, cod liver oil, and fish oil. But first, I'd like to just say that I am not a medical doctor. Yeah, can't say anything about healing here. So my intention in this work is to accurately represent the GAPS diet. I am accurately represent the GAPS diet, the yellow book, Gut and Psychology Syndrome, the blue book, Gut and Physiology Syndrome, and just to make sure that information about GAPS is getting out there and is getting out there accurately. And I'm happy to be here. So again, Monica Corrado, the GAPS Chef. I teach on Dr. Natasha's teaching team to train the certified GAPS practitioners and certified GAPS coaches in GAPS cooking techniques. And I'm happy to share that information with you. All right, hello. Mariah Baker is here. Hello, Mariah. And hello, Emily. Hooray! Hello, Leonie. Good to have all of you with me. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. I would like to talk again about cod liver oil versus fish oil. Not that versus meaning not one isn't better than the other, but I want to clear up this misunderstanding just to get the information out there so that everyone can be well. Yeah. So cod liver oil and fish oil, otherwise known as omegas, right, or EPAs. Yeah. Cod liver oil and fish oil are two different things. They do two different things. They have two different gifts to give us. And on GAPS, I don't want to should on anyone, but on GAPS, we take both because they have two different functions. So, cod liver oil is made from liver, right, of cods. And we know that liver, whatever liver it is, whether it's beef liver, lamb liver, pork liver, chicken liver, duck liver, liver, the gift of liver is vitamin A. Vitamin A, all your fat soluble vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K, they are the gifts of cod liver oil. So why do we love these vitamins? Vitamin A was originally called the anti-infective vitamin. So that was its little, tagline. So vitamin A is used to help with immunity, to help with overall health. So cod liver oil, a natural way to get these beautiful fat-soluble vitamins and to help the body be well. So to help the immune system, the immune alliance. Yeah? The things that keep you well, the parts of your body that keep you well. On the physical plane, we know that we need to stay well emotionally and mentally, spiritually, etc. But cod liver oil is all about vitamin A, D, K, and other things. It does have EPAs and omegas in it, yes, but its gift is the A. And so that's cod liver oil. Fish oil, otherwise known as, when you buy it, you look up things like, omegas, omega 369, etc. That comes from the fish, not the liver of a cod. Yeah? And fish oil is really about brain function. So we have immune and we have brain. Yeah, cod liver oil, immune. Fish oil, brain. We take both of them on GAPS for those very reasons. So if you're taking fish oil, you need to add in the cod liver oil. If you're taking cod liver oil, we need to add in the fish oil. So both of them, they are different, they have different functions, and we take both of them on the GAPS diet. Now, we remember that the yellow book, Gut and Psychology Syndrome, the first book, was all about gut, brain, gut brain connection. Yeah? So, all of this is written in the yellow book, and it's all written again in the blue book, the difference between cod liver oil and fish oil. So then the next question is, here's the blue book, here's my blue book. I'm not sure what your blue book looks like, but look at all of those things, right? Yeah. Yellow book and blue book. Where do you look to find all this out? In the yellow book, let's go there together, written in 2010 by Dr. Natasha. We are going to look, under supplementation for children and adults with GAP syndrome. Yellow book, page, that starts on 243. By the way, this is all also in my book, The Complete Cooking Techniques for the GAPS Diet, both the first and the second edition. All right. So cod liver oil is on page 277. I just want to see what she has to say there. One moment, please. Then I'm going to get to your questions and say hello to everyone. This is one of my favorite parts of my week, is to come on here and have a conversation with all of you, dear ones. Okay, so cod liver oil starts on page 277, second edition of this yellow book. And Dr. Natasha goes on and on about why we need to take it. Vitamin A deficiency. Yeah. It is virtually impossible to obtain vitamin A from fruits and vegetables. Right? Okay. So vitamin A, vitamin D, on, and she goes on and on. It goes all the way. You need A and D together. Another reason why we don't suggest taking vitamin D by itself. Cod liver oil is where you get A and D together. They are synergists. They are partners. You need them both. Yeah? Okay, so that's right there. And then in the blue book, we're going to find it, cod liver oil. Let's get to it. Again, nutritional supplements for GAPS people. Page 305 is where it starts. Cod liver oil is on 331. Yeah. And this is where Dr. Natasha really goes into the differences between fermented cod liver oil, which she calls traditional cod liver oil, and non-fermented cod liver oil. Yeah? Blue book, check it out. Here we go. For centuries, the northern populations of Russia, Scandinavia, Iceland, Scotland, Greenland, and Canada have fermented fish livers and guts and consume the oil rendered by the fermentation process. There you have it. So she calls traditional, you need to learn, we read between the lines here, yeah? Traditional cod liver oil was fermented, and she'll give you the recommended dosages, the recommended amounts in the book, versus what she calls, what does she call the other one? She calls it, let's sing together. Okay, yeah. She goes on and on about vitamin A. Yeah, liver. We love this. Liver provides natural vitamin A, so eat a lot of liver. We're all eating liver on GAPS, yeah? Okay, so she will give how much you need to take of these in this chapter. I'm going to get to it. Hold on one moment. Vitamin A and D are partners. All right. This is 337. It is important to find good quality cod liver oil to use as a supplement for your GAPS patient or your GAPS self. That's from me. And the best oil is produced using traditional methods. That means fermented. If it is not possible to find this quality of cod liver oil, try to find a brand of oil with natural vitamins A and D added. I do not recommend consuming synthetic vitamins. All right. Now, one more time, we know that when we consume cod liver oil, fat-soluble vitamins, we need to have fat with it. So, the work of Weston A. Price, dentist, did phenomenal work. I hope all of you have read Nutrition and Physical Degeneration. Everyone needs to read that to know why we need to have fats with cod liver oil. So you can have what's called high vitamin butter oil. That would be something like ghee. However, high vitamin butter oil is made from the butter that's made from the cream of cows eating spring grass. So you want to make sure you're having fat with the cod liver oil. Best to have high vitamin butter oil. Next best would be to have ghee. We just don't know when that cream was, right? When the cow was on the grass. Was it spring? Was it fall? When was it? So HVBO, high vitamin butter oil, is from cows that graze on spring grass, and that is much more effective in allowing your body to really use and utilize the gifts of the cod liver oil. All right. So again, both cod liver oil, there are both cod liver oil and fish oil, and they are not the same, and they do not do the same things in the body. So it's a really good idea to have both of them in your diet, and to go ahead and check the yellow book and the blue book, or the blue book, remembering that the blue book has 10 more years of clinical practice in it, right? So the yellow book was written in 2010 or published in 2010, and then we've got 10 years of clinical practice, meaning Dr. Natasha implementing the GAPS diet and finding more and more, like, oh, this works this way, this works that way, yeah. And that's what the blue book is, which is why yellow gives you the original ideas, which are the same in blue, but the blue book brings them all forward by 10 years. So I encourage you to read both of them depending on what kinds of things you're working on. Remembering that the blue book has an A to Z of conditions, if you will, symptoms, dis-ease in the body, and how GAPS works with it. All right, that's what I've got for you. Hello, hello. I'm saying hello to all of you. Hello, Joanna. Didn't see you sneak in here. Good to have you here. Hello, Natasha. Great to have you here. Yes. Hello, Gladys. Good to have you. Hola. Hola. All right, let's see what kind of questions we have. I hope that was helpful. I hope it'll be helpful. This is driving me a little crazy, so we're going to put it down. Oh, look at that crazy hair. Woohoo. Yeah, every time I see a question on this page, my page, or the Ask the GAPS Chef page, or anywhere else where people just are confused, like, oh, I'm taking fish oil, is that enough? No, it's not enough. Oh, I'm taking cod liver oil, is that enough? No, because they have two different functions. So I just wanted to bring that up today. All right, so Leonie says, my LDL has gone super high. Hooray! I know, I sound so disrespectful, don't I? I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound disrespectful, except that whenever we talk with Dr. Natasha in the training sessions, any of the practitioners going through the training, etc., and they say, I have a client or a patient that has very high cholesterol. What do we do? And the first thing we hear is, felicitations, salutations, congratulations, because we remember that cholesterol is one of those healing things in the body. Cholesterol is not the play, it is the flag on the play, meaning cholesterol is pointing to healing happening in the body. When we have high levels of cholesterol, it means that the body needs it to help healing processes happen. I really suggest all of you, maybe many of you have already done it, go ahead and read the Red Book, because the Red Book is all about cholesterol, and the false, of course, what is it called? The cholesterol diet hypothesis or something. Anyway, maybe I'm a lean mass hyperresponder. Ooh, that's a really cool term I haven't heard of, but I could go look it up. My HDL and triglycerides are low. That's what we want to see. Triglycerides are low. Doctors are perplexed. I want to avoid statins. Good idea. Because we know that statins, I know, I can't really say this, but we know that there is enough research out there, and just read the little pamphlet in the, right, the precautions and contraindications for that particular prescription. Lose your memory. All right. I want to avoid them. So if you eat just 100 grams of carbs a day, LDL drops a lot. I need to find safest carbs I can. What would you do? Again, I'm sorry, I'm sounding so incredibly disrespectful. I would throw out the labs and not look at them. That's what Dr. Natasha says often. Throw out the labs and don't look at them for a year. If you want to take a lab so you have some idea of what's going on, then throw them away or put them in a drawer, work the diet, and then take a look at it again a year later. See what's happened. Food is not a silver bullet, folks. I know you all know that, but we're in a culture, in a world, in a society. I'll just talk about the US, where we're so used to, oh, I have this symptom going on, so I want to go ahead and take this pill, and then it's gone. And food doesn't work that way. It's a slower process. And also, not only is it a slower process, but also the body is going to use the nutrition that you're giving it in the way that it knows best. And so we will be like, I want this problem to be resolved, but my body's working on that. That's because your body is a lot smarter than you are. Yeah? And again, I really encourage everyone to take a look at the blue book and the yellow book. I think she has a chapter in the yellow book also. Let's see. In the blue book, it's called Healing. Does she have it in the yellow book? Let's take a look. She does not. How do you like that? All right. Blue book. Read it. Let's see. There is a chapter. It's just a few pages, really, folks. Maybe it's even just a paragraph. I'd love people to read it once a month, please. Healing, page 356. Am I right? Wrong. 86. 386. 386. Healing. What does she say about healing? Da, da, da. Healing is 1, 2.5 pages. Healing goes through stages. It is like peeling an onion. The body peels off the outer layer of disease, and you start feeling better than before. Then the body accumulates enough resources to start peeling off the next layer of disease, and you start feeling ill again. Once that layer is removed, you feel better again until the body decides to peel the next layer off. Please understand that it is your own body that heals itself, not the doctor, not the diet, not the medicine, not the supplements. I love that. A common feature of this onion peeling is the so-called histamine intolerance, mast cell disorder, and other allergic type conditions. Yeah. Okay. Heal and peel. We're healing and sealing the gut, but we're healing and peeling off layers of disease. I love that. Okay. So, Leonie, I know I sound incredibly disrespectful and not very, yeah. So, in terms of, I'm just going to say one more time. In gaps, we listen to the body. What is the body saying? Not what is the test saying, or what is the doctor saying the test is saying. What is the body saying? What does the body need? Remember again, everyone, that carbs are sugar and carbs are modulated, or shall we say the impact of carbohydrates on the blood sugar is modulated, is tempered by eating fat. I would be eating a lot of fat. That's what I would do. So, because your LDL is saying that your body is in healing mode, so I personally would be eating a lot of egg yolks, a lot of beautiful tallow, lard, leaf lard, duck fat. I would be eating all of those things and a lot of it. Remembering that what's a lot? We're talking starting with 8 tablespoons a day of fat. That is equivalent to a stick of butter in the US. Don't start there, right? Gradually increase the amount you're eating. So that's what I would do. I would eat a lot of fat. That's what I would do. And then, eat your vegetables. Eat beautiful things like zucchini and summer squash and greens and mushrooms and things like that. Covered with ghee, butter, tallow, lard. All right. Look at all these beautiful people coming in. Leonie said, my body was actually saying, just give me some carbs, just a bit. Interesting today. Body said, give me tuna. I did, and no reaction. Amazing. I have bad MCAS. Listen to the body. Listen to the body. Listen to the body. Good job. Okay. Lean mass hyper responders are those of us who are underweight whose LDL shoots up on keto. Research suggests no artery fur. Apparently, this is #1 topic in U.S. dietitian. Yeah. Again, just shows you, I don't know what lean mass hyperresponders are. I'm all about the food. Right? Eat the good food. Find the good, source the good food. Cook the good food. Eat the good, bless the good food. Eat the good food. Chew the good food. Breathe. Enjoy. Nourish yourself. All right. We've got Emily asking, would it be possible to eat fatty fish if you have access to that, or is there still a need for supplementation? We have mackerel and herring on a regular basis, fatty cold water fish. That is fantastic. Eat it. Eat it on a regular basis and take fish oil. Because, at least for a while, if you're on GAPS, yeah, remember that the brain is starved for fats, and most of us are not eating enough of them, and fish oil is really very good for the brain. Of course, butter is also very high. Grass-fed butter from cows on pasture is also very high in fabulous omegas. So make sure you're eating your butter too. But yes, I would be doing the supplementation for the GAPS diet. I would check it out and do them for at least 6 months while you're on the diet, or longer. Yeah. But eating it on a regular basis is excellent. Really good. Hello, Miriam. I have a very hard time digesting butter and ghee and can't do any meats except chicken and fish. Any advice? Yes. So remembering that the inability or the difficulty or the challenge in digesting fats points to gallbladder liver function, mostly gallbladder, but they're pals, right? The liver makes the bile, stores it in the gallbladder puts the bile into the system to help you digest fats. So I would do all of those wonderful things that we do to support the liver. I know I've got at least one, maybe two or three liver videos on my YouTube that you could go find. Ask the Gap Chef liver. Look up how to support the liver. How do we support the liver? We eat liver. We do castor oil packs on the liver. We do specifically in GAPS, we do GAPS shakes if you're at least in stage 2, or if you're in the full GAPS diet and you can handle raw eggs, whole eggs, and cultured cream. Those are wonderful things. So really you need to work with the gallbladder and the liver, and that means GAP shakes, slowly increasing the amount of fats you bring in, listening to the body, supporting the liver. Yep. If you can't do any meats, then you really want to look at your stomach acid levels. Usually that means that your body is not producing enough stomach acid, and there is a stomach acid test in the featured posts of this page. So I suggest that, and then do what you need to do to bring your stomach acid levels up. I think I've done some YouTubes on stomach acid, but I could do more if we need to, how to increase stomach acid. So good luck with that, Miriam. Yay. Okay, Vlad. Hello, Vlad Alina. How are you? Ooh, any advice for a breastfeeding mother whose baby has eczema? Lots of advice. Make sure you're taking detox baths every night. You, the mom. I would be having a lot of kefir. I did put an article in featured posts that I wrote a while ago about eczema and kefir. I would read that. That's milk kefir. You could put that on the baby topically, and you can slowly bring it into your diet. A lot of it really depends on what stage you were at when you started breastfeeding. Like, so were you on GAPS when you got pregnant and had your baby? Were you not? Have you been eating? We call it the standard American diet, but really it's a high carb, yucky diet. Yeah. So I would look at cutting out fruit and nuts and seeds, increasing the amount of fat you're eating anyway, because breast milk has a lot of fat in it, 50% or more. And working with milk kefir and kefir cream, both topically for the baby and you bringing that in slowly. Start with a sip, start with a teaspoon, start with a tablespoon, slowly increase the amount that you're taking in. I hope that's helpful. Hello, Laura. You're so welcome, Miriam. Yay, you're welcome, Vlad Alina. Let's see, what else do we have here? Okay. I want to make sure. Oh, Sabrina. Hello, Sabrina. Sabrina Bortolucci. I hope I said that okay. It's a very nice name. It's lyrical. Hello, Monica. A question about coconut cream. I'm not sure if you said it was allowed for cooking while the coconut milk is not. Am I wrong? I've been on stage 2 for some months now. Thank you. If I had my book here right now, I could look that up. I have an entire section on coconut. Coconut cream. So coconut cream is all about the fat. I believe that you can definitely have coconut oil and coconut cream on intro. You need to ferment or culture coconut milk and coconut water to have them on intro. Yeah. So try a little bit. I would start with, we start very slow, or I suggest, Dr. Natasha always suggests, start with a teaspoon of whatever new food you're bringing in, and then see how your body does, right? Yeah. Good, good, good. Okie doke. Let's see what's next. Mindy. Hey, Mindy Miller Lively. Hello, Mindy. 4, daughter who is mentally handicapped, blessings, and doesn't ever chew her food. I puree all her foods and include lots of meat stock and have her on stage 2. Should I include digestive enzymes? Yes. Really good idea, Mindy, to do that because, yeah, great idea. Digestive enzymes, yes, I would include them. Definitely a good idea. I just saw that Hannah Kroger has a wonderful line of clean enzymes that I love. And look them up. I don't know where you are, Mindy, but I would definitely do that. Good idea. Yes. All right. Hello to Mariah. I need some encouragement that my fatigue will eventually subside. Yes. Okay. I have had some days of great energy, but most days I'm still struggling with fatigue. I'm also a mom of 3 littles, 5 and under. Oh, well, there's your fatigue, my dear. Blessings on your journey, yeah? I understand I'm in a busy season and doing gaps is definitely helping me, but sometimes it's just so hard to get through the day. I just want to thrive in my days, not just survive. Well, blessings on your journey, Mariah, absolutely. You got a lot going on, and little ones will just take it out of you, even though you love, love, love them to pieces. So, what can you do to help with fatigue? I was speaking with a client this morning. One of the things that start differently. When we are tired, what is the body telling us? The body is telling us, well, first of all, am I getting enough sleep? So, are you getting enough sleep? I'm just going to put that out there. That's one thing. But also, if you are getting enough sleep, if you're tired, the body needs minerals. If you're tired, the body needs minerals. So, I would look at mineral supplementation by either making sure, of course, first that you have really good salt. And your salt is like Baja Gold salt, Celtic salt, high mineral salt. Make sure you're doing that. You may also want to add a mineral supplement, something like Min-Tran from Standard Process. I love maybe some magnesium that's clean. I would add in some minerals every day. The next thing I would do would be to make sure that you're getting enough sunshine every day. You don't have to go out in the heat of the day, but sit in the sun, walk on the grass with your feet bare. No pesticides, please, on those lawns. Sunshine, fresh air, walk on the earth, take minerals. Also, I would be making sure you're having enough liver. When people are tired, they need minerals and liver. So liver every day. You can do the liver shots, the frozen ones, pop them, handful every day. And that should really help with your fatigue. Yeah. You may also want to take some rescue remedy, Bach flower remedy, rescue remedy, to make sure that maybe you're just stressed. Yeah. Rescue remedy every day in your water. Just drink it, sip on it. Bach flower, homeopathic remedy, rescue. And also, sometimes we're in overwhelm. If you're in overwhelm, like you're normally a very highly functioning human, and you're just like, I am done, I'm exhausted, I can't continue, etc. ELM, E-L-M, Bach, B-A-C-H. I know some people say batch. There's no T in there, so I say Bach. Bach flower remedy, ELM. I hope that's helpful, Mariah. Blessings to you. Make sure you're taking care of you. Remember, no one can pour from an empty bucket, and moms are notorious for taking care of everyone else before they take care of themselves. And that's just not sustainable. And ultimately, we will not be giving our best selves. We won't be able to show up as our best selves for our children unless we're taking care of us. So take care of you. All right. You're welcome, Mindy. Good to have you with us. Okay. Where are we? Natasha. Hello, Natasha. What is the best goodness or supplements help to lower the high blood pressure, please? The first thing about high blood pressure, so that, again, I'm not a medical doctor. However, high blood pressure can be caused by three things, maybe more in my understanding. One, stress. Stress, stress, stress. If you're under stress, you're going to have high blood pressure. Stress and anxiety. So look at that. Can you do some yoga every day? Can you do some qigong? Can you do some deep breathing? Can you go for acupuncture twice a month? What can you do to get your stress levels down? That's always number one. Number two, sugar. Too many carbohydrates can also give you high blood pressure. So look at your diet. It's not usually a big deal for people on GAPS, but bring your sugars down, bring your fats up. That can really help. So let's see, stress, sugar. What's the other one? Stress, anxiety, sugar, high blood pressure. Thinking. I would look at Strophanthus, which is on Dr. Tom Cowan's website. This is not a GAPS thing, but it can be very, very helpful. Make sure that your heart is strong. So I would be eating heart. Yeah, heart is a wonderful organ to be eating. High blood pressure. Sorry, I'm still thinking slowly. You could go and get a heart sound recorder graph done. That's a different story for another time. But I would look at those things first. I would also look at minerals. You could look at taking the cell salts, 12-in-1 cell salts, otherwise known as bioplasma. B-I-O, plasma. 12-in-1 cell salts. Yeah. I would start there. Yeah. I'd also look to see if Dr. Natasha has anything specific on high blood pressure in both the blue book and the red book, which is the heart book. Blessings on your journey. All right. Okie dokie. Mariah says, yes, I use Celtic sea salt, and I will definitely look into the supplements. Thanks so much for all that, adding liver to my diet weekly. I'd like you to add liver to your diet daily for a month, and then come back and talk to us all about that. You're welcome, Natasha. Okay. What are your thoughts on cold plunges or ice baths for metabolism health benefits? You know what? I was a competitive swimmer for years, and even in summertime, we would be in freezing cold pools, and I hated it. So that doesn't mean they're not good for you. But I personally have an aversion to plunging in ice cold water. I suppose I could work on that. But I don't really have an opinion. I haven't looked at it much. I could look at it more. But I don't really have anything to tell you about that. Sorry. All right. Roseanne. Hello, Roseanne. Good to have you with us. Where are you? Do you know of any serotonin or dopamine boosters supplements? Dr. Tasha says to use these on gaps.me, Fact 77 for tics and OCD. Really? Did we look here? I don't know. Somehow I think it might be in the blue book. I could be entirely wrong because I don't. No, I personally don't know about serotonin, like one to tell you to go up. Look at that. Page 120, blue. We're just going to look at this together for un momento, por favor. La 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 la. 120. Okay. The physical reason is based on how our major neurotransmitters are produced: serotonin, dopamine, and GABA. They are largely produced in the digestive system. After that, they get transported to the brain to be used by different brain structures. GAPS is a digestive disorder. In these children, their gut is unable to produce normal amounts of those neurotransmitters. When we don't have enough serotonin and dopamine, we get depressed, negative, and apathetic. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I'm still looking. All right. The short answer is I don't, but that doesn't mean that we couldn't find one. Let's look at 47 to 48. Blue book for fun. La 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 la. Yeah, mast cell disorder, mast cell activation disorder and syndrome. Looking really fast. Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. But we should find some. I'm so glad that you found that, Roseanne. For tics and OCD. I don't. Dopamine boosters or supplements. And I haven't even heard Dr. Tasha talk about them, like a specific brand or something, when we are in training together. So let me make a note, because I personally would like to know that answer. And I would like to know that answer for clients of mine too. So dopamine and serotonin boosters. So the first thing is a couple things that are just coming off the top of my head. One is we need to heal and seal the gut, yeah? I know you know that, but it's just showing up in my head. Heal and seal the gut and get happy. And then we can have, right, more dopamine and more serotonin. But I know that's not the only answer, and that's only a piece of the answer, so we'll have to look that up. Sorry, Roseanne, but thanks for bringing it up, because it's going to make me go look at things. See how much I learn hanging out with all y'all fine people? Did Dr. Natasha say not to take fish oil for Tourette's? Again, I would look and see, but my understanding is that no fish oil for seizures. So I'm glad you brought that up, because this is a big fish oil thing. I'm telling people, go take fish oil, blah, blah, blah. But no fish oil for seizures. But I don't believe I've ever heard her say not for Tourette's. If Tourette's is a seizure disorder, then the answer would be no. Do not take fish oil if you have any issues with seizures. So it's not my understanding. I don't believe she said that for Tourette's. Okay. Where is a good place to buy more liver or in bulk? Our farmer only has so much. I know, isn't it wonderful? I've got to tell you. Years ago, I don't know, it was probably 2015. I think. I went down to see my friend Joel Salatin at his farm, Polyface, and I went there with some friends of mine to take a tour, and they were talking about how they're running out of organ meats. And I have to tell you, I am thrilled that farmers are running out of organ meats. Oh, yay! Because that means that people are eating them, and that is amazing. So, I would go ahead and I would go ahead and look at your baby eats it every day. Excellent. I would look at some of the online places like US Wellness Meats. I know John is a wonderful fellow and they do good things. Good clean things. I would look at White Oak Pastures. White Oak Pastures is in Georgia. They are a beautiful farm that ships also clean, pasture-raised good things. US Wellness, White Oak Pastures. I would also look, depending on where you are, I would look at Fields of Athenry, my friend Elaine Boland, to see Fields of Athenry, to see if they ship to you. They have beautiful, beautiful meat. Yeah, that's what I would do. Alrighty, everyone, we are at time. I'm going to scoot. Blessings, blessings, blessings to all of you. Blessings on your work, blessings on everything you're doing for your children and your families and everything else. Please take care of yourselves first, because you cannot pour from an empty bucket. Yeah. I will see you next time. Same Gaps time, same Gaps channel. This is the Gap Chef signing off. Blessings to all of you. I hope this was helpful. Alrighty. Be well now. Bye-bye.